My child, come closer and listen to me. Do not scroll past this moment, because what I am about to speak is not coincidence. It is intentional. It is for you. Yes, you. The one who has been waiting, wondering, questioning if what I said still stands. I see the thoughts that have been whispering to you, telling you that maybe it's too late, maybe things have changed, maybe my promise has grown silent. But I tell you now, with authority and with love, my promise is more alive than ever. You have been measuring my words against your timeline, and that has made your heart uneasy. You have been looking at your surroundings, trying to find proof that something is happening, and when you didn't see it, doubt quietly entered. But I am not bound by what you see. I am not limited by time, nor am I shaken by delay. What I have spoken over your life is not fading, it is unfolding. I know there were moments when you almost gave up believing. Moments when you said to yourself, maybe I misunderstood, maybe it's not going to happen. But even in those moments, I was still working. Even when you felt nothing, I was moving. Even when it looked still, I was aligning things in ways you cannot yet understand. My silence was never absence. My delay was never denial. So I am calling your attention right now, because I need you to hear this clearly. What I promised you still stands. It has not expired. It has not weakened. It has not been forgotten. My word does not return empty, and I do not speak just to comfort you temporarily. When I speak, I create. When I promise, I fulfill. This is why you must not skip this moment. There is something in your spirit that needs to awaken again. There is a fire that needs to be reignited. You are not here by accident. You are hearing my voice because I am drawing you back into alignment with what I already declared over your life. And as you listen to me right now, I want you to respond in faith. Don't stay silent. Let your heart agree with me. Like this message as a sign that you are receiving my word. Comment as a declaration that you still believe. Share this with 3 people who need to be reminded that my promises are alive. And subscribe so you do not miss the moments when I speak to you again. This is not about a platform. This is about positioning your heart to stay connected to my voice. My child, I am not finished with your story. What I began in you, I will complete. What I promised, I will bring to life. And right now, in ways you cannot yet see, everything is being prepared. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I have watched every quiet moment you thought no one noticed. I have heard every prayer you whispered, even the ones you could not finish because your heart was too heavy. You may feel unseen at times, but I have never taken my eyes off you, not for a second. I know this season has not been easy for you. There have been days when you carried strength on the outside, but inside, you felt tired, worn, almost empty. You smiled for others, yet deep within, you questioned if things would ever change for you. I saw that. I felt that with you. You were not alone in those moments, even when it felt like you were walking through it by yourself. I know how long you have been waiting. I know how many times you checked for signs, hoping something would shift. I know the disappointment that tried to settle in when things remained the same. And I know the quiet battles you fought in your mind, trying to hold on to faith while doubt kept knocking at your door. My child, I was there through all of it. There were nights when you lay awake, thinking about everything that hasn't happened yet. You wondered if you were forgotten, if somehow you were left behind while others moved forward. But I need you to understand this deeply. Your journey is not behind, and you are not overlooked. I have been writing your story with intention, even in the chapters that felt slow and uncertain. I saw every tear you tried to hide, Every moment you chose to keep going when it would have been easier to give up. Every time you said, "I'll trust God," even when your heart was struggling to believe it fully. Those moments mattered to me. They were not small. They were acts of faith, and I have been honoring them. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human, and I created your heart to feel deeply. But I also created you to rise, to trust, and to endure. And even now, in this very moment, I am strengthening you again. I am reminding you that you are chosen, not by accident, but by design. There is purpose in your waiting. There is meaning in your process. Do not compare your life to others. What I am doing in you is unique. What I have planned for you requires a specific preparation, a specific timing. And though you may not see it all yet, I am shaping you, refining you, and aligning things in ways that will make sense very soon. My child, you have not been forgotten. You have been carefully prepared. Every delay, every pause, every unanswered question has been part of something greater that I am building for you. And I need you to hold on just a little longer, because what is ahead of you will reveal why the season had to happen exactly the way it did. My child, listen carefully, because I am about to shift the way you see everything. You have been measuring my promise by what is visible, but my promises are not sustained by what your eyes can confirm. They are sustained by my nature, and I do not change. What I spoke over your life did not weaken with time. It did not lose power because days passed or because circumstances looked the same. My word is alive. It breathes. It moves. Even now, it is working beneath the surface in ways you cannot yet perceive. You thought the silence meant nothing was happening. But silence, in my kingdom, is often the place where the deepest work is done. When you plant a seed in the ground, you do not see it grow immediately. Yet beneath the soil, life is forming, roots are stretching, strength is developing. My promise within you has been doing the same. I need you to understand this truth. Delay is not denial. What feels slow to you is often precise to me. I do not rush what must be built correctly. I do not release what you are not yet ready to sustain. And I do not forget what I have declared. Every word I have spoken over you is still active, still unfolding, still moving toward fulfillment. You have been waiting for visible confirmation, but I am calling you to a deeper faith, faith that trusts my word even when there is no evidence yet. Because my promise does not depend on your circumstances aligning first. Your circumstances will align because my promise is already in motion. There are things shifting right now that you cannot see. Doors are being positioned. People are being aligned. Timing is being orchestrated with precision. What feels like stillness is actually movement beyond your understanding. And soon, what has been hidden will begin to reveal itself. Do not let doubt rewrite what I have already spoken. Do not let temporary feelings cancel eternal truth. My promise is not fragile. It does not break under pressure. It does not disappear because of your questions. It stands because I stand behind it. And even now, I am breathing life into it again within your heart. I am restoring your expectation. I am reminding you that what I said is still true. You are not waiting on something that is dead. You are waiting on something that is alive and approaching its moment. Now listen closely, my child, because as you receive this truth, I am also inviting you into something deeper. This message you are hearing is not only for you. It is a seed I am placing in your hands to help reach others who are still in their waiting. I am stirring your heart right now. When you choose to give, you are not just offering something small. You are sowing into lives that are searching for my voice. Just as I said, give, and it will be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am speaking that over you now. This is not just a verse, it is my living promise to you. When you respond in this moment, you become part of the harvest. You become a vessel through which my word flows like a river, reaching those who are dry and weary. I am saying to you, step into this moment. Do not hesitate. Use the super thanks or the PayPal donation link in the description, or the QR code in this video. This is your moment to act. As you give, I will multiply it. As you release, I will open doors. As you sow, I will cause a harvest to rise, not only in others, but in your own life. Move now, my child. Obey my voice. My child, I speak to you now with love, but also with truth that will steady your heart. You have allowed your vision to become too dependent on what you can see and control. And because of that, your peace has been shaken more easily than it should be. I do not say this to condemn you, but to bring you back into alignment with me. You have been trying to understand everything before you trust me. You have been asking for clarity before you take a step of faith. But I have not called you to walk by sight. I have called you to walk with me. And walking with me means trusting my voice even when the path is not fully visible. There were moments when I asked you to wait, but instead of resting, you worried. There were moments when I asked you to trust, but instead of surrendering, you tried to take control. And in doing so, your heart became heavy, not because of your situation, but because you were carrying what was never yours to carry. My child, you do not have to hold everything together. That is not your role. I am the one who sustains, the one who orders, the one who completes. When you try to take my place in your life, even unknowingly, you place a weight on yourself that you were never designed to bear. I am calling you now to release that weight. Release the need to have every answer. Release the pressure to figure everything out. Release the fear that if you do not act quickly, something will be lost. Nothing that I have promised you can be taken away by delay or uncertainty. What is yours, given by me, is secure. You have also allowed doubt to sit longer than it should. You entertain thoughts that question my faithfulness, and slowly, those thoughts began to shape your expectations. But I am correcting that now. Doubt may speak, but it does not have authority over your life. My word does. Return your focus to me, not to the noise around you, not to the opinions of others, not to the timelines you created in your mind. Fix your heart on my truth again. When you do, you will find that your peace begins to return, your strength begins to rise, and your clarity begins to settle. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing to trust again, willing to let go, willing to believe that I am still leading you, even when you do not understand every step. My correction is not rejection, it is protection. I am guiding you away from paths that would exhaust you and bringing you back to a place of rest in me. Because when you are aligned with me, you do not strive, you flow. You do not panic, you trust. So come back to that place, my child. Lay down your burdens. Let me carry what you cannot. And watch how your heart begins to feel lighter, not because everything around you has changed yet, but because you have returned to the truth that I am in control, and I always will be. My child, lift your head now and breathe again. I feel the weight you have been carrying, and I am not asking you to ignore it. I am asking you to let me strengthen you through it. You are not as weak as you think. In fact, the very fact that you are still here, still listening, still holding on, is evidence that my strength has already been working within you. You have come further than you give yourself credit for. There were seasons you thought you would not survive, yet here you are. There were moments you believed would break you, yet they only shaped you. I was with you in every step, quietly sustaining you, even when you did not realize it. I know your heart grew tired at times. I know you felt like slowing down, like stepping back, like letting go the hope you once carried so strongly. But even in those moments, something within you refused to fully give up. That something was me. My spirit within you has been holding you steady, even when your emotions felt unstable. So I am speaking life back into you now. You are not at the end, you are in the middle of becoming. This is not where your story stops. This is a chapter, not the conclusion. And what I am building in you during this time is far greater than what you can currently see. Do not underestimate the strength that has been formed in you. Every delay has stretched your faith. Every challenge has deepened your endurance. Every moment of waiting has expanded your capacity to receive what is coming. You are not the same person you were before this season began, and that is exactly the point. I am strengthening your heart so that when my promise manifests, you will be ready to carry it with wisdom, with humility, and with peace. I am building stability within you so that what I give you will not overwhelm you, but will settle firmly in your life. You are not behind. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. And what I am forming in you right now is something that cannot be shaken by future storms. So do not lose heart, my child. Do not let temporary feelings convince you that your future is uncertain. Your future is held in my hands, and my hands do not fail. When you feel weak, lean into me. When you feel tired, rest in me. When you feel unsure, listen for my voice again. I am closer to you than you realize. I am walking with you through this, not watching from a distance. And I am pouring strength into you even now, quietly, steadily, faithfully. You will rise from this season stronger than before. You will look back and understand why this process was necessary. And you will see that every moment you thought was breaking you was actually building you. So hold on, my child. Not with fear, but with confidence. Because I am your strength, and I will not fail you. My child, listen to me with a quiet and trusting heart, because what I am about to remind you is unshakable. My promises are not fragile. They are not temporary. They are not dependent on circumstances aligning perfectly. My promises stand because I am faithful, and I do not change. What I have spoken over your life is still in motion. It has not been delayed beyond purpose, and it has not been canceled by your moments of doubt. I knew every moment you would struggle, every question you would ask, every time your faith would feel small, and still, I chose to promise you what I did. That alone should remind you that my word over your life is secure. You must understand this. My timing is not designed to test you. It is designed to prepare everything around you and within you. If I move it too early, you would not be ready. If I delayed too long, it would not align with my perfect plan. But I am never late, and I am never early. I am precise. There are details you cannot see yet, connections being formed, paths being cleared, and doors being positioned at exactly the right moment. I am aligning things in ways that go beyond your understanding. And when it all comes together, you will realize that not a single moment was wasted. Trust me in this process. Even when it feels slow, even when it feels uncertain, I am still writing something beautiful and complete. I am not working in fragments, I am working in fullness. What I bring into your life will not be partial or incomplete. It will carry my signature of wholeness. Do not rush ahead of me. trying to force what I have already planned. And do not fall behind in fear, thinking you have missed your moment. Stay with me. Stay in step with my voice. That is where peace lives. That is where clarity grows. I am not asking you to understand everything. I'm asking you to trust me in everything. Trust that I see what you cannot. Trust that I know what you do not. Trust that I am guiding you even when the path feels quiet. My child, what I promised you will come to pass. Not because of your effort, not because of perfect timing on your part, but because I am the one who declared it. And when I declare something, I also take responsibility for fulfilling it. Hold on to that truth. Let it settle deep within you. When doubt tries to return, answer it with my promise. When fear tries to rise, answer it with my faithfulness. Do not allow temporary emotions to rewrite what I have already spoken with eternity in mind. You are not waiting in vain. You are not believing in something empty. You are standing on a promise that is alive, active, and moving toward you with purpose. So rest in this assurance, my child. I am working. I am faithful. And I will complete what I began in you, exactly as I said I would. My child, now is the moment where I am calling you to respond. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence, and I have reminded you of my truth. But now, I am inviting you to step into alignment with what I have spoken. This is not just a message for you to hear. This is a moment for you to act. I am asking you to trust me again, not halfway, not with hesitation, but fully. Lay down every remaining doubt that you have been holding on to. Release the questions that have been circling in your mind. You do not need to carry them anymore. Bring them to me and let them go. This is your moment to surrender control. You have tried to figure things out, to manage outcomes, to anticipate every step, but I am calling you to a different posture now. A posture of trust. A posture of peace. A posture that says, God, I believe you, even when I do not see it yet. Speak it out, my child. Let your faith have a voice. Even if it feels small, even if your heart is still catching up, say it. I trust you. Because when you declare your trust in me, something shifts within you. Your spirit begins to align with my truth, and your heart begins to find rest again. I also want you to return to me in prayer, not out of fear, not out of desperation, but out of connection. Come to me honestly. Tell me what you feel. Tell me where you have struggled. I am not distant from your emotions. I welcome them. And in that place of honesty, I will meet you with peace. Take a step forward in faith, even if it feels small. Do not wait for everything to make sense before you move. Obedience does not require full understanding. It requires trust. When I guide you, follow. When I prompt you, respond. When I whispered, listen closely. There are things I will begin to show you. Gentle nudges, quiet directions, subtle confirmations. Pay attention to them. I am leading you, step by step, into what I have prepared. But you must stay open, willing, and attentive. Do not let fear stop you now. You have come too far to turn back. What lies ahead of you is greater than what you are leaving behind. And I am not sending you forward alone. I am walking with you. This is your moment to realign your heart with mine. To choose faith over fear. To choose trust over control. To choose surrender over striving. And as you do, you will begin to feel a new peace settle within you, a peace that does not depend on circumstances, but on my presence. So respond now, my child. Lantuaro, not later. Now. Open your heart. Release your burdens. Trust my voice, and step forward, knowing that I am already ahead of you, preparing the way. My child, come into this final moment with me and let your heart become still. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence, and now I want you to rest in the truth that I have placed within you. My promise is alive. It has not faded. It has not been forgotten. It is moving, even now, toward its appointed time in your life. You began this message with questions, with uncertainty, with a quiet weight in your heart. But I am not leaving you the same way. I am leaving you with peace. Not the kind of peace that depends on everything around you changing instantly, but the kind that comes from knowing that I am in control, that I am faithful, and that I am already working on your behalf. Carry this with you. I have seen you, I have heard you, and I have not forgotten you. Every prayer still matters. Every tear was counted. Every moment of faith, even the smallest one, had been held close to my heart. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been overlooked. When you walk forward from here, do not return to fear. Do not return to doubt as your default. When those thoughts try to come back, remember my voice. Remember what I have spoken to you here. Let my truth be louder than your uncertainty. Your future is not empty. It is filled with my intention. What I have promised will come to pass, and when it does, you will see that my timing was perfect. My ways were higher, and my plan was always greater than what you imagine. So rest now, my child. Not in inactivity, but in trust. Not in confusion, but in clarity. Let your heart be steady again. Let your spirit be at peace. I am with you, and I am leading you into something that will reflect my goodness in your life. And as this message settles into your spirit, I am calling you once more into a deeper act of faith. What you have received is not meant to stay with you alone. It is meant to flow through you, to reach others who are still waiting, still searching, still holding on. I am saying to you now, this is your moment to sow into my work. Just as a seed carries life within it, your giving carries the power to awaken hope in someone else's heart. My word says that when you sow generously, you will also reap generously. And I am speaking that over you right now as a living promise. When you give, you are not losing. You are releasing into my hands, and I multiply what is placed before me. I will open doors for you. I will pour back into your life in ways you do not expect. I will honor your obedience. So act now, my child. Do not delay. Use the super thanks or give through the PayPal link in the description with the QR code in this video. This is not just support. This is participation in my mission. This is how my word continues to reach the hearts that need it most. Now go forward with peace. Like this message, comment in faith, share it with 3 people who need my voice, and subscribe so you remain connected to what I am speaking. I am with you, always. And my promise, remember this, is more alive than ever.